You're still watching Breakfast Central here on News Central. Yes, we had to go on a quick break. The reason is very, very clear, and you'd get to find out pretty soon. Well, News Central set out from Lagos, Nigeria, to Ghana to rescue two missing Nigerian boys. However, after an in-depth investigative journalism, we have rescued not just two, but 5 boys and have brought them back home to their families. News Central, in a joint investigation with Ghana police, have rescued 5 boys who were trafficked to Ghana under the guise of job opportunities. Ghanaian security officers, following News Central's leads, raided the location where the boys were held and apprehended one member of the trafficking syndicate as well.
Now, this development comes after News Central reported on the plea from the mothers of Daniel Undwai-Guigbe and Zil Duruji, residents of Ikota resettlement estate in Lagos, urging authorities to expedite efforts to locate and rescue their children, who were lured by unidentified individuals promising employment. Both boys have now been rescued, including 3 others. We have Bright Polinus, Ezekiel Okon, and Victor Eze. This morning, we're joined by the rescued 5 boys. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us this morning. So we have Zil Duruji. Zil Duruji is in black there. We have Bright Polinus. We have Ezekiel Okon. And we have Ezekiel Okon is in white at the back there. Yeah. And we also have Daniel Undwai-Guigbe. Is that correct? Yeah. Yes, we have Daniel in front. And we have Victor Eze in pitch at the back there. I think the first thing will be to ask you, and I think I'll start with Daniel and Zil. You were the 2 original boys who we set out to rescue, and before we found out the other 3 boys. How did it all begin? Let's start with you, Daniel or Zil. One of you should feel free to go ahead.
Okay, it started with where I was working before. I met a particular person, and he talked about job an acting job where I can like showcase my acting skills. So okay, I inquired from him where the event is going to take place. So he actually directed. He said it was going to take place at the border. So that's where they want to shoot the particular movie. Okay, he also asked me if I had any other person that could come along with me. So I actually said, okay, I have a friend of mine, which is Daniel. So we talked to him about how the thing is going to take place. Then on reaching to that venue, they said it has been postponed. I mean, the venue has been changed to like Ghana. So when we got to Ghana, we met him. He blindfolded us to the particular house. Getting to the house, it was just beaten throughout. For like 3 days, we were beaten thoroughly for 3 days. Before we're given PCs and phones to use to start the online scamming.
Wait, they beat you for 3 days? For
3 days.
Oh, wow. Daniel, when Zil came to invite you, where did you tell your parents you were going to?
Okay, I do go to like shoots sometimes, like acting, but okay, seeing Zil came to my house and then say, we have this particular shoot we have to like go for. Okay, I then said, I told my parents I would like be going to this shoot because they do know I do go to shoots. And then reaching out, okay, meeting Zil, and then he said we are supposed to like leave that evening. Okay, we went, and then he said we are supposed to go that it's going to be like shooting border first. So reaching to border, calling the guy, and he said no, the thing has been like shifted to Ghana. And then I was like scared, like, okay, we are not supposed to go to this kind, like, it's too far. So he said we should not fear, then we should just come. And then when we came to Ghana, I don't know what's happened next. He just blindfolded us. And then reaching to the house, he gave me a dirty slap. And then since then, I've been like, for 3 good days, I've been receiving beating thoroughly. Just beating me. Then lock us in a room. And then after then, 3 days, he carried us out and then put a PC in our phones and then gave us phones that we should start this online scam fraud things. So that's since then I've been doing it, and then after we do that thing, he starved us for like a couple of days. We don't eat nor drink water, and then after that he will give us another beating. We were naked, just wearing only boxers, and then after he put us in the room we lock all of us.
That's a horrific situation that you've actually passed through. So the investigation had to do with just both of you, but along the line we met Bright, Ezekiel, and Victor. Bright, what's your story as well? Were you also deceived in that same way?
Mine.
I'd like you to just speak up a bit more.
Like we met in Benin. When he came to, the guy came to Benin. He said he needed someone that wants to link up to job opportunities, something like that. Actually, he told me that I was coming to his house because I told him that the story going around that way without my parents' consent is very risky. So he told me that I wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't taking me to any other place, but he was taking me to his house. I asked house where he's taking me to. So that way I was going to find me a job that would pay me better than the one I was doing. I said, okay. Everyone desired to do something and earn better. Then I followed him. Getting there, just getting to his house. The welcome that I received was a dirty slap, and the slap was very hot. And when they gave me the slap, ever since then, on a daily basis, we receive beating altogether. Even when he told us that I was going to bring other people, I was like, I wish these people know where they are coming. They would have said no to his offers. They would have said no, not to come.
So he took you from Benin to Ghana?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
And when he told us that I was going to bring other people, I was like, these people that he's going to bring, I wish they know where they're coming. But I've refused his offer not to come to Ghana because the place was very hot, and I was like looking for all means to leave the place because leaving the place was a difficult task because passing the gate is locked, the doors are locked, and the room where they kept us was locked, everywhere locked. The only time they release us, like open the doors, is when they want to give us food. That's all.
So all of you were in the same room?
Yes.
All of you were beating and
Yes.
starved
Yes.
and asked to then get into online scamming?
Yes.
When
Whatever
you
thing
say-
we do there, we do it all together. They force us doing things. But the one we don't want to do, they force us into doing it.
When you say that you were made to do online scamming, what was the nature, Daniel, what was the nature of the work like?
Okay, first, when we got there, so we were introduced into this Japanese online scamming they do. We get to be friends with a Japanese, mostly men. We focus on either we get into a relationship or a business offer. So it is a situation whereby they use a shipping company to intercept that particular transaction, telling them, oh, I have a particular money, I'm aiming for a retirement. They actually use an American soldier, a female American soldier that is aiming for retirement. So we are made to make them believe that we have money, we have money. That's okay. The US government is trying to pay us for our retirement. So we're trying to let them know that, oh, we don't have any other person, that, oh, I'm an orphan and I don't have anybody at all. So we want them to feel our love and also make them believe that the feeling is reciprocated. So when we get to that particular thing, then the person will ask, okay, how do I get that money you said you have to Japan? You understand? So that, okay, when you come and meet me, we can be friends and spend the rest of our lives together. So we introduced them to this shipping company, and the shipping company is, how do I say it? Is when I would tell them, oh, this is how the package look like. Okay, they should pay money so that they are going to deliver it. So we know that the Japanese currency is very poor, and it is lower than that of the US dollars. So the money they're going to pay, they feel that, oh, this person have this money and it is much more than 100 million Japanese yen. So that is what they are made to believe that, okay, this person has money and we should just do it so that when we come, we'll just spend the money together.
And all of this, you were taught how to do this
Yes.
there
Yeah, we were
whilst
taught
you
to
were
do that,
there?
yes.
Sorry, let me bring in Ezekiel. Ezekiel, I think your case were you picked in Lagos as well, or a different state?
No, that was Benin.
In Benin as well, alongside with Bright.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so you and Bright met each other in Benin?
No.
Okay, separately?
Yeah.
Separately. So we have this same agent working in Benin, working in Lagos as well.
Is it the same person?
Yeah, it's the same person.
Same person.
The same person met all of you in different
Victor,
places. You
same,
as well.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was
Okay.
yours in Benin too, Victor?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so 3 Benins and of course Lagos as well.
Let's bring in Marshal Onoye, who's our new central investigator that was on ground to ensure that these boys were freed. Good morning, Marshal. First of all, I would say well done. Congratulations. Great job. Hearing their stories, it's a harrowing experience, what they've gone through. But share with us, from the point where you found out about Daniel and Zill's case and how you decided to pursue this matter.
Okay, so Daniel and Zill's parents cried out to us. They had this.
We don't seem to be able to get Marshal's audio for some reason. Please, can we help sort that out?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Whilst we're trying to sort out Marshall's audio, we'll come back again. And this time around, let me get to you, Daniel. At the point when you were in that room where you were being locked up, where you were beaten, what was going on in your mind?
Okay, firstly, I was like praying to God, he should like help me in this kind of situation, because at first I thought it was something like a ritualist. When I came there, I was like scared, I was shaking, but my friend encouraged me that I should just like, God will come through. At first I thought it was like something ritualist, they are going to like kill us, hire killers, something. But I believe God, and then I was firstly trying to escape, like one of the days, maybe we just leave the house and then we just drive, maybe we smash the door and then just run off. So, okay. And secondly, I was like, my parents, how do I meet my parents? How will I contact my parents? I was trying my possible best, and then I tried, I contacted them through Instagram, because we do use Instagram to work. So I was trying my personal account, I log in it in the PC. Then I didn't allow no one to know except my friend. So there was no one, because even if they knew, I was scared if they would tell the chairman there. So I log in my personal account, and then after I chatting my siblings, I would then log it out and then delete all the chats. So that was how I was like.
Sounds very smart of you.
So aside from you, the rest of you, did you get in touch with any of your family members online? Because you were working with online with the system, maybe Facebook. Were you able to reach anybody on Facebook? Did you talk to anybody online apart from what Daniel did?
I was able to contact my senior brother through TikTok, because I have my personal TikTok account.
Good.
But when I contacted him, he said he doesn't have this financial capacity to get reports from the police or
and so on.
Someone that can investigate on how to rescue us. So, because I told him that we are all, by then we are 3 numbers. Then I told him we are 3, and both the 3 of us were both the same tribe and from the same state. So I told him that the pain that we were passing through was much, that I need to leave the place. But how to leave the place was very difficult. I told him the situation of the place. He said, okay, that I should wait. He will do something about it. He was, anytime I tried chatting him, he would always tell me.
How long did you stay there?
I stayed there for complete 7 months.
7 months. What about the both of you? Is it 7 months for 3 of you as well?
No.
7? Ezekiel, how long?
And that was 1 week.
1 week?
Yeah.
1 week,
What
okay.
of Victor?
7 months.
7 months.
7 months. Daniel and Zill.
Yeah, 1 month, some weeks.
Okay, so he's the longest, Were you made to swear any oath? Was there any diabolic process, any spiritistic
No,
process?
there wasn't, but I felt that the slap and everything was like a ritual to okay, you need to remind us that, oh, we can't live here until you fulfill why you're here. So I think that was what they used. And also there was this means that they say we don't get to bathe for some days, because there's this feeling that, oh, if you bathe, you're going to wash away the good luck or the grace we have to
Wow.
do the thing here.
So were you successful at all in the entire process in scamming
None of us
for that period?
None of us were.
Sorry, Oliver, I just want to ask my last question. What do all of you do? Are you in school? Because, or you're out of school?
Yeah, I'm done with school.
Secondary school?
Yeah, I finished school last year. So, but I was working before. I said that. So before I met him, I was actually working at a hotel. So I was working as a room service. But I got laid off because I was ill. I told them I was actually ill, but they laid me off. But I still thank God because I was trying to use that medium to like support my mom because she's widowed.
Okay.
I don't have anybody to even finance me through school. So I thought, okay, this was a medium for me to like help my mom and assist her because the situation of things now is not smiling. Everybody knows that. So that was how the thing went.
Okay.
Daniel, earlier when you were talking about your being afraid of them finding you out, you mentioned a certain chairman. What did you mean by that?
That's what they do call him, chairman. Yeah, like when we're out, when he brought us, okay, we're not in his house then. Okay, we met him outside then after dropping from a bus. So he was like, we going to this house. We'll call him chairman. It's not like a friend again. So like we call him chairman.
So that's the agents that contacted all of you. That's the person who goes by the name chairman.
Yes.
Okay, let's now bring in Onoye Marshall, who is our correspondent, our investigator that has followed through with this case. Marshall, talk to us about the journey so far. From when you first found out about these boys, about Daniel and Zill's being missing, and then the investigation up until now.
Oliver, I hope you can hear me now. The parents of Daniel and Zill had cried out to us. They ran this fellowship, and within that fellowship, they had deliberated as to how to go about searching for their missing children, their boys, whom they had said had gone job hunting, and since they left home for the job, they hadn't heard from them. And so we reached out to them, and we got a report. That was the first thing that gave birth to this entire investigation, because when we reached out to them, they gave us details how their boys had left. It was 3 weeks after they had left that they contacted us. And then we decided to see how we could, with what they had a bit of information, because the boys were able to inform their parents and their sister that they were in Ghana, and that was where the entire tracking began. So we were able to track their location and establish some kind of communication with one of them, and eventually contacted the Ghanaian police and told them when we were arriving, and got there, and they swung into action before we busted the house and then rescued the boys. That's a summary.
Thank you very much, Marshall, for for bringing that update and just being able to lead us through this journey. I'll come back to the boys. Daniel, Zill, rather, you talked about doing this to support your widowed mother. How do you think she's faring in all of this?
When I go to contact my sis, and some of my friends that actually helped me throughout, because it was actually through my friend I got to send the location to him. So where he forwarded it to the police. So when I got to contact him, I actually asked how my mom was faring. He told me my mom wasn't eating well, and she was really sick, getting slimmer and slimmer. So I just felt bad, and I was crying for days because I actually felt, oh, this was for her, and at the end of the day, she's suffering from it. So,
all right. Let me ask. I mean, it's a tough situation for you all as young men, and most importantly, what you've been through. Seeing that you've faced a different side of life. What would you say to the other young boys who are watching and are going to watch this? What would you like to tell them when it comes to chasing your dreams? That's one. Secondly, what dreams and hopes do you guys have going from here? So let me start with you first, Bright. What do you say to other young boys who are looking to venture into, who have this kind of challenge, or when they face this type of situation?
Okay, my advice and words I have for young boys, young guys like me is not they shouldn't be desperate to chase their dreams, like getting involved. Someone just come up and like offer them an opportunity just to get their dream achieved. Not all of us are real. That's what I always have to tell them, and they shouldn't go or do anything outside their family's concept, because one thing I noticed, especially from this incident, is that the only person or the only people that can help you out in any situation is your family. And without your family consent in any situation you found yourself, it will be very difficult for you to come out of it.
Absolutely.
It was through a family's help and support, like not even my own particular family, but theirs. They were, because they came and met us in that situation, and it was very tough for them.
Okay.
So,
How old are you?
I'm 20, going to 21 this December.
How old are you?
I'm 17, will be 18 by November 11.
Victor? 20. How old are you?
I'm
24.
24.
And how old are you?
I'm 17.
17. We've not, sorry, Olive, we've not really heard from Ezekiel as well. Ezekiel, you've not spoken much, but I want to ask you, what's your family background as well, Ezekiel?
Although I really came from a poor family, no help.
Can you speak up a bit?
I really came from a poor family, no help. I lost my dad when I was 9 years old.
Okay.
So I got to work hard so I can fight for my family.
Okay, so what were you doing before?
So definitely, I learned barbing. I can barb very well.
You can what?
I can barb very well.
You know why this is particularly moving? It's because, and I asked you your ages, because the one common denominator I'm seeing here is you're all young boys from underprivileged backgrounds trying to make ends meet. He mentioned his mom being a widow, and I understand what it feels like to lose a parent at a young age. My father died when I was 10. So it felt like when you were speaking, I was seeing you and in some way transported back to my childhood when I also had to work when I was 16, 15, 16 to make ends meet, you know. And this is the unfortunate reality of what Nigerians are experiencing. But I want us to wrap up this conversation on a good note, because I do believe that your better days are, you know, there are better days ahead. Yeah. And just to let you know that if I also, whose father died at 10, and I didn't know where my future was headed, I'm here today. I believe that you also have a good future, and I want to encourage you not to give up.
Thank you.
Do not stop chasing your dreams. You know, invest in yourself. Don't ignore school. School is important. But I think that for us to end this on a much lighter note, it'll be interesting to find out what your dreams are. When I was young, I wanted to be, or younger, I wanted to be a lawyer and a TV host. So I'd like to find out, what's your dream for your future? Let's start with Daniel.
Okay, I'm an artist. So like...
When you say artist, do you mean painting?
Yeah, like an art designer or something. So, though I do draw art and then sell some of my art at a tender age when I was like 10, because I was gifted with this kind of art.
So you have a skill of being the next Picasso, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad, because that's what you're going to be. You're going to be the next Picasso, right? So you can say that to yourself when you look into the mirror. I'm the next Picasso, because that's what you're going to be. And the good thing is a lot of persons are watching you. So I'm very sure that all who are watching now will be interested in all of you. And I'm very sure that every single person will try as much as possible to reach New Central, and most importantly, reach you guys personally, because your setback, like they always say, is about to change to become something positive. So an artist.
Right.
What about
Daniel?
you?
Zil, rather.
I discovered, like, when I was younger, I have this gift of speaking. And
I can hear it. You speak good. You
really
speak
do,
very
by the
well.
way.
Thank you.
You know, you could be on this seat.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. So I always wanted to be like on set like this and speak to people, and where I feel that people could listen to me. I just want to feel I could like be a TV host or a reporter just like this.
That's your dream?
Yeah.
And
exactly.
your dream will happen?
Yeah, thank you. Very soon.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
And I also wanted to be like, to play football. You know, that was my dream also when I was young. But I have this gift of speaking, so I had these two decisions in my head.
You could do both of them.
But I felt that if I could balance it too, but I know I can't.
Do you plan to go back to school, university?
Yeah.
What would you like to study? Have you figured that out yet? And it's okay if you haven't, no pressure. As at my SS3, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to study yet.
But when I was younger, I had so many dreams in my head. You know, you just had to like, you just need somebody to like help you or direct you when this is your part.
Yeah.
So when I was in school, I was in a science class. But I know deep down that I'm not supposed to be this kind of class.
What did you say? What did you say? I was in science class.
I was in science class. So I wrote my jam last year, and
how was it?
I'm aiming to become a petroleum engineer, but I don't feel like again.
We had the same dreams, because I wanted to become a petroleum engineer as well. I was in science class. Chemistry was my favorite subject. But in between, this is what I do. Fine. Let's go straight to you, Bright. What do you want to be in the future?
So, I had this like this kind of acting. Although I've never had the opportunity to act, I'm very good in marketing, like business. Because
You're a good salesperson.
Yes, I learned motor parts, both small cars and trucks. I learned
So you would like to be a sales marketer in the automobile industry? You want to sell cars? Is that what you?
Yeah, if I had
the opportunity comes.
Yes.
Okay.
But if the opportunity didn't come, I like to do other things like acting. I'm very good on that because I had the talent, and I've been meeting up with some guys that act comedies on TikTok, Facebook. I meet up with them, and they are assuring me that okay, it's so time we need you. But the opportunity have never come out one day, and I had to do some minor jobs just to keep up myself and not to disturb my parents. Because I lost my mom when I was 12. Then I had only my dad, and in the process, my dad got accident since 2017. Up to date, he couldn't walk well. He used crutches to walk, and I had to do everything possible within my ability to at least, since I have only him, assist him. But whenever he needs money, he calls us, and I feel very bad when I'm not able to meet up to give him something.
All right, that's fine. Victor, I know we do not have a clear microphone closer to you, but what do you want to be in the future, just shortly?
Mechanical engineering. I learned mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering, you learned that, so that's something you like to explore?
Yeah, but in other parts, I can act very well.
Okay. So, mechanical engineering and acting as quickly as possible, Ezekiel.
Barbing. We know you're very good in barbing. So if you have a big barbing salon, you do well, right?
Yeah, sure.
But is that the dream that you have in your heart?
No, not really.
What is the dream?
To be a doctor, but...
You want to be a doctor?
Yeah.
Well,
great.
You have beautiful dreams, and I hope that your dreams don't die. And, you know, we're here for you. We're excited about your release, and we hope that, you know, we wish you all the best from here on, that your journey is full of less stumbling blocks, okay? You're going to be reunited with your parents soon, and we will be on ground to cover that. But welcome back home.
Thank you, Thank you, ma'am.